Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boss, and today we're doing something. I'm gonna say we're doing something pretty special because I'm very excited to bring everyone this video. As you guys saw, well, some of you guys saw on the stream last night, I was using my creative character Jetstream Sam a lot in some of the ranked battles we were doing, just having straight up fun with it. But also after the stream, I decided I was so proud of my creative character that I was actually gonna post them on Twitter, and I wanted Maximilian and the guys to see it. And to my surprise, I went to bed to wake up with 20 plus um, notifications. And when I looked, my tweet of my creative character kind of exploded overnight. To my surprise, right now we're sitting at over 1,000 likes on this character and 213 retweets, and I'm so grateful, and I'm amazed with all the response and comments people left me. It really makes me proud, and a lot of people were asking me to make a tutorial video, which I figured, let's do it. You guys love it this much, I'm gonna do it, and I'm so excited to do this because this is a very big opportunity for me right now, and I really love creating characters, and I would love to keep doing this for you guys. If you guys can just leave a comment, maybe hit the like button, would be so appreciated, just so I can know maybe this is something people like. So this is a little experiment. So let's start off right now. If you guys don't know, this is Jetstream Sam from Metal Gear Rising. He's an awesome character. Really love him. We're just gonna run down here with everything, and I'm gonna tell you guys, not step by step, but just kind of like let you guys know what I did and how I got him the way he is. So obviously we're using Mitsurugi's weapon, and this is pretty simple. We're just using the I don't know how to say exactly, Misamoon. I know that's probably terrible, but anyways, yeah. And we obviously changed the colors, just went with the black and the red blade. Pretty easy. This stuff, the outrageous back, and this stuff doesn't really matter. I would actually say what does matter is having this as evil, just so that you get that nice glowing red sword when he's getting all powered up. All right, so with the body, obviously he's a human male, which would make sense. Now this is where it gets fun here. Slightly tall, average size. But alright, so this is where we get to more of his body shape, size. Obviously, as you guys can see, he has some very, very thick thighs. Yeah. So, at first, I had his arms at like whatever the normal average size usually is. But I decided after doing it, he needed to have bigger arms, so I went on and pushed them up to like a 9. I feel like they look solid, and they make me feel happy. So, yeah, hips. Make sure he had very low hips, so that his thighs can actually just pop out even more. Basically, everything else is just very, very low. -20s, just the thighs are that's +20, and we get those nice thighs for him. I also put his the muscle definition always a max. You don't see it obviously, but I will let you know right now, his skin's actually colored black. Like, he has a very dark black skin color, and I'll tell you why in a bit. So I got his muscles maxed out in case he loses his armor in the middle of battle, so he can kind of still look good in the battle. We gave him the male face 11. Now I know at first, looking at the face, it doesn't look very good. Now, one thing I really want to give you guys a tip on: when you're choosing faces, don't worry too much about the shape, just as long as you can get close to what you want. Because there's obviously other faces that look nice, and I get it, a lot of faces look nice, and the face that I chose, face 11, it looks kind of weird, especially from that portrait right there. It looks so weird, completely different of what you're seeing right now. And I'll tell you why later. It has to do with the face paint kind of stuff. Helps a lot, trust me. Hair, samurai tail, of course, got that nice look. put it to eyebrow 15. Doesn't really matter. Whatever you feel works for you is fine. And for his voice, veteran knight, nothing too special. I mean, have him Japanese, so it's good. It's good. All right, so let's get to the fun stuff here. Let's look at the equipment now. There's not a lot on him. Like, you're gonna see a lot of empty spaces. All right, but I made it work regardless. For his undergarment, we have the purge harness. I just felt it worked best for his pants, for his legs. Gave me what I wanted the best way, and I stuck with it, and I felt like that worked best for me. Okay, so you got Yoshimitsu's torso piece, and we also have his arms as well. Yeah, so these are his arms. We got his arms as well, because we do know Jetstream Sam is missing his, well, he has a robotic right arm, so I thought this would fit better, and also it looks slimmer for his arms, you know, it just showed off his arms more, which I like. Now, for the socks, doesn't really matter which ones you put on. I chose these just because they kind of like, you know, had the indent with the toe, went well with the sandals. It's the best I can get, but it worked. Now we're talking just about equipment right now. We will go into the color stuff, so stick around. We're gonna get there. We just use these greaves just because honestly they're the best ones I could find. If you guys find anything that works out better for you guys, let me know in the comment section down below, or even tweet me. You know what? Do that for me, guys. If you guys make your own, if you guys make him, let me see how you guys, if you guys change some things up, maybe did something better. I would love to see it. Now, here comes the special equipment, and as you guys can tell, this was made with a lot of love. Get it? Because they're hearts? No? Okay, I'll stop. I'm a little too excited. Sorry, guys. Alright, these were a little hard at first. Just trying to figure out what I was doing. Now, there are certain things I'm going to let you know right now. Which one is it? This is the one on the head. This was alright. These aren't too hard to place, because working with the hearts, trying to position them works pretty fine. Now, I mean, if you guys want to take a screenshot or something, I'm not really going to go through exactly where to put everything, but, you know, you can see them right there. If you guys can just, like, jot them down or whatever, so you guys can get them right where they're at. But, honestly, you can just do whatever. The thing is, for his head at least, what I don't like is just the back, because it is a heart. It leaves you with that. It doesn't cover it all the way, but it works, because when you're playing the game, mostly you'll be seeing the side or the front. You know, you don't really see the back as often, and when you do, it's probably gonna be very fast, you know. But yeah, as you can tell, brought the heart in there. Obviously I gave it textures, and again, I'm going to talk about the colors and texture stuff later. But yeah, we get it in there, try to get it where his chin still shows. It covers up his bottom parts of his cheeks, and just looks kind of like the base of his helmet, which I think it worked out pretty well. We made it flat, we made it long and kind of flat, so it doesn't look too thick. But it worked the way I did, and I'm pretty happy with that. Now we got, this one is the one on the chest. Now, it's another heart again, and you can probably use something different, but I felt like the heart looked best as a peck. And it worked out. You can still see the heart shape, but in action and motion, it looks amazing. It looks awesome, and it flows really good. Now, the problem I was having, as you can see, things are clipping through it. I don't have much of an issue with that, because you're not going to get this close when you're actually playing the game. You know, from a distance, you don't notice it as much. But I know some of you guys can get picky, so if you guys want to, like, make the heart a little bigger and work with it, that's fine. But I just didn't want to do it too big where it was just, you know, you can tell it's a little bit bigger, but it's not too big where it's kind of obscuring stuff, you know, it's not looking weird. And here's the notes for this. You know, it's a lot of working around, making sure you get things at the right angle, right sizes. It can get difficult, I understand that. Alright, so that's the one on the chest. Now you gotta make sure it's equipped on the chest, so it moves around with the chest. The last one here on his shoulder, I have it connected to his collarbone, which works way better, just because with his movement, it goes with his movement. So make sure you have it equipped on the collarbone that way it can move fine with his arm and his shoulders. Kind of doesn't clip through and make any weird, I don't know, weird looks. Um, Yet again, it's just another heart. This one actually, you can't really tell it's a heart because the top end is inside of him. But I thought it would work good as a tip because his shoulder on the right side does have a tip that sticks out a bit, and then I felt like that looks really good, especially from the range. You know, when you're looking far away, it looks good. Yeah, you just wanna get it in there, and I'm terrible. I'm sorry, guys. I'm terrible at tutorial videos, but I'm trying to kind of explain to you guys a little bit. Where it's gonna get fun. It's when we talk about the colors and how I got the textures and stuff like that. Because as you guys can tell, I was going with a carbon fiber kind of look with it, just because I thought it looked more futuristic and cool. Now that is it for the equipment stuff. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I know I'm kind of breezing through this. I am not the best at making tutorial videos. This is my first one actually, so show me some love, please. Alright, so now remember guys, I did say his skin is actually just the darkest it can be. Actually, it's not the darkest it can be. It's like the darkest. So, okay, so let's get to the darkest it can be. Apparently, I didn't have it. I mean, it didn't really. Yeah, never mind. You can't even notice the colors change there. All right, so yeah, just put it to the darkest shade, because you're gonna want his fingers and under his armor. You see where I'm trying to. Okay, I can't move it where I want to move it. It's not. I can only move up and down. Alright, but you just don't want to see his skin exposed. That's what I'm trying to get to. I apologize. This is like underclothes, white, hair, you know, the jet stream black. Get it? No. I don't know if he has a hair tie that's red, but that's what I did. Dark beard. Now here's where it gets important because of the weird face. You want to get face paint, and here's a face paint of just like the texture, a face texture, like an older look, and it just works really good. Now trust me, you guys would definitely want to do this, because without it, let's just show you guys how he looks without it. It doesn't look terrible, but it does look I don't know, this doesn't look terrible, but it just looks a little plain. You know, he looks extremely young and stuff like that. I just feel like with this one, it gives his face texture, and it looks good. It just looks much better. He looks angry. He's like he's ready to fight. Yeah, and everything else, I don't think I did anything yet. There's nothing else down there. I'm gonna jump. You know what? We're gonna go down everything. Now this is pants. As you can see, I made those yellow. I don't know why. I just felt like I wanted a different color, so we hit it with some yellow. Now let me tell you what colors these are. They don't have any patterns on them. Okay, this is the light one. Is at 820. It's this olive color. Honestly, you can choose whatever color you want, but I felt like this one was the closest to it. I kind of like it being a little brighter so I can have more color and pop to it, but I felt like this was just the closest to the original. Definitely want to recommend you just sticking to that color palette, the olive kind of look to it. This is just like a simple gold for the little yellow flower looking things right there. Just made them bright yellow, you know, almost like a kind of a gold look to it. Now for the other color on his pants, this is 30, 10, 8. If you guys can match it, make it bigger. I just feel like that was the closest and the best. I mean, actually, this looks pretty good. A little darker. Let's bring it down to 29, a notch down. I mean, look, I'm sorry, guys. I've been editing this guy back and forth, like, for a while. I'm just picky like that. But I would always suggest whatever fits for you guys. That's actually going to work a little bit better for me. I actually like it more now. Alright, so let's go with his body armor here. Now, I don't know if you can see it, if it'll show good in the video. But I did add a texture to this. It's kind of this, pattern basic 7 with just the squares. Um, Now, I was having a very, very hard time getting that chest piece right there, where the whatever's around the eye, to look good, because I just like, let's see, there we go, like this area, like I couldn't get it to be what I wanted to, which is to match the light color here on his pants. The reason why is just it's made of a different material, so the colors are more saturated on this, and it won't really pop as much as I want them to. I want it to stick out from the olive, but if I made it really bright, it will look white, and if I made it darker, it'll look too dark, and it'll blend in with the olive. So I wasn't really getting that color that I wanted. So I chose this just to give me a few different colors, so that it can kind of work in between everything. And I felt like it worked out. So let me just tell you the colors for these squares. We're at 3109 for the first square, 3169 for the second square, and then 2999 for the last one. And that's how I got that kind of color to pop out a little better. Not the best, and obviously we put the sides all the way down, just so it, wow, that's, yeah, just so it doesn't look like that. You know, get it all the way down. That's what I did with everything else. We'll get to that later before I start getting to that. So let's go ahead and move down to, all right, arm pieces. This is where it gets fun. As you guys can see, two different tones of arms. You're probably wondering, how did you do that, boss? That's interesting. Now for the arms, I did put a sticker on the left arm. I basically covered it in one big sticker and colored it olive to match the rest, because I wanted to put a texture on the right arm. So on the right arm, I actually did add the texture so that I can have the kind of carbon fiber look again. Sadly, it doesn't pop out as much as it did with the shoulder pieces, but it kind of works. You know, when you get close, you can see it there. Honestly, it's up to you if you want to actually add it. And I believe it just, yeah, 704, another 704, 404. So yeah, not very complicated with the color there. I think it should be around 504. This is just the, this one's what was this one? Okay, all right, that's just his arm, the bottom half of his arm where his hand is. Same concept basically, and this is just for the wrapping on his left arm. I just made a little darker shade just so it can look different. I didn't want to match it with the actual arm because then it wouldn't really stick out at all. Let's see, socks, I did exactly the same thing I did with the shoulder parts, which I made them look like carbon fiber and just made them really dark. Did I have have a different color in here for the socks for some reason, just to maybe make them stick out a little bit better and look cool. So we have, oh, this is a default color. Yeah, I left it at the default color. Cool, cool. I didn't realize that. It was all part of the plan, trust me. So yeah, put the size down, not too far down. I mean, yeah, you can put it all the way down. It doesn't make a difference. It still looks good. For the other squares here, 104 and then 004. So they're just all just really dark. And I put in one light color, which is the default color, just so it can pop out a little bit, show you a little carbon fiber kind of look to it. I liked it. I don't know. Just weird. Okay, so when it comes to his greaves, these were weird to color. Really weird. But I worked with it and it was fine. So with the shin part here, no pattern. No pattern at all. I could have put a pattern, but we went with the 30-10-9 for this. Gives me that kind of look. See, it was really hard for this due to the fact that I could not find a color that would match the light color on the pants. This was the closest I can get without it going white, and I was fine with it because it is the bottom of his feet. They get darker sometimes, you know, picking up dirt, blah blah blah. So I liked it. It was fine with me. These are just painted black, just cause. No real reason for that to be black. You guys can pick any color you want, but this is what I felt went well with him. In the back here, we try to match the darker side of his pants. So we're setting at a 4, 11, 0, it just fit best. It's a little bit darker. Like it's lighter on the top end, but it gets darker on the bottom, which I like, and it works pretty well. God, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at those thick thighs. Sorry, I just different angle, okay? And what did I call it? Oh, okay. I don't know why I did this, but it's for the extra texture for his sandals here. They are using that same basic 7. I'm using basic 7 on everything, alright? That's the pattern I used on everything on him. I just went with some wood looking colors are dark. So yeah, 184, 054, 094. Those are the top 3 squares. Everything else got left the size, angle, they all got left the same because it looked good the way it is right there. Multicolored kind of gives it some nice texture as well, especially when you're this close. Like, you're never going to get this close while you're playing the game. Alright. So here goes with the special equipment here. Very easy. Yet again, like I said before, I was using the basic 7 on them. And as you can see here, I use a couple of different colors just to make things pop more. So we got default for the pattern again. Then we got a gray 704 here. And then a just complete black for the background. So it's the base color is gonna be black, and then you're gonna have some other colors that pop out a little more. Now that's on the face. I hope everything else is the same as well. I think so. Okay, this is the basic 504 004. Okay, so I think I left everything the same. So the hearts are all the same. Bring them down to size. Doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter how small you make it. I mean, that looks fine too. Let's see. Is this? Yeah, this is all the way down. These are gonna be lighter. Oh, this is a little lighter. I wonder why I made it so light. Maybe it was an accident. I don't know what happened there, guys. Alright, so let's put it right there and match it better. That's an error that I didn't notice, but hey, I'm glad I'm going through this again. But yeah, same thing, same concept with all the hearts. They're going to be that carbon fiber look, and that's what fits best, I would say. If you guys find another one, don't forget to either leave a comment and let me know, or tweet me at BossJ03 on Twitter. Okay, so those are the colors. Now we're gonna go stickers. We still haven't talked about his face, because don't forget, this is like third time mentioning it. His skin tone is actually the darkest it can get, right? So we had to add some fleshy look for his face and not just leave it the same black color. Now, with that, I used just a round sticker, and I let's see if I can, use the round sticker. It's on his head. Now, I wanted to make sure it didn't go too far. As you can see, it's already coming out from the bottom of the heart on his face. So we try to keep it right where it was covered perfectly, because when his mask, the top part of his helmet breaks off, then the rest of his face is exposed. And without it, it looks fine like that, because it looks like he's still wearing a suit, but his helmet part broke off. And it looks really good. Now, I'm sorry guys, didn't give you the color. The color is 540. Now, definitely bring that down, because you're going to get really powerful colors in this. If you don't bring down the saturation, it'll look really strong. I felt it like it looked more realistic at 0. And so yeah, we got 540 here. That's my best one. You can bring it up a little bit if you want more life to his face. Like, I mean, those work. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna hit it, leave it at 1. I'm pretty happy with that, and that looks pretty good. Did it save? No, it did not save. There we go. Alright, so yeah, and make sure, this is very important, when you're doing the stickers on his face, put the circle at the very back, because he does have a scar over his left eye, and you want the scar to actually overlap the circle. Because if you don't, then the scar will be under it. It'll still be noticeable slightly, but you won't have that gray dark line on it. And with that, I just moved it over, just scars 3, the smallest one I can get that looked good. Painted it black just so it can get that darkness. And then moved it over his eye, and that's where it fit best. And believe it or not, on the photos you guys saw on Twitter, it was not there. It was actually, I edited that today because I just keep adding more, you know, just kind of picky like that. And right now he's my favorite character to play with. It just looks amazing. I love it. Okay, so this is not important right here. This is just literally on his chest piece. I just felt like I wanted to darken that area up for any reasons where he moves and it shows. Like, I just wanted it to be dark. I don't know. You can barely see it, but I just wanted that part of his armor to be dark so that it matches with the carbon fiber in case he like stretched out his arm and exposed it for a little bit. Minor little details that aren't really important, so you can skip it or keep it. It's up to you. Now here we go with the arms. This is actually, like I said before, this is actually on the left arm. As you can see, both arms are that carbon fiber kind of look, but he does have two different color arms due to the fact that he lost his right arm. So yeah, that's how you get that, so you can have two different colors. Obviously, it's you just select left arm, and this is just a square sticker. I'm pretty sure you can use any sticker to do that with. And yeah, the color I have it at is 111.0. Just get it the closest you can match it to the rest of his armor, the darker part of his armor, because it has different shades. Now, sadly, the red on that armor is not removable because it doesn't have its own little square to change it at all. So it's unfortunate, but it's fine. And I didn't use anything else. Now, like I said before, when it came to his sword, just everything hilt, everything just black it all out and just make the red sword. You can use any of them. I chose this one just because I kind of like that red on the what is it called? I know the name of the part on the sword. Yeah, just I wanted it red. Let's just say that. And then with the strike, you know, the flow color, change that red as well to match the sword. Now, yeah, that's basically it. And I mean, you can do whatever battle comments you want, whatever style of picture you want. You can even choose whatever name you want, I guess. But yeah, this is my Jetstream Sam, guys. I hope this was kind of informative. I'm sorry that it wasn't the best one. Like I said, this is my first tutorial video. I'll get better with time. But yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this. Leave me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think. It will definitely, I'm gonna save that because did some editing there as well. But yeah, man, I got a few characters that I made. Definitely share them with you guys on the next video. I got Raiden. I actually do have a Raiden. I know you guys also want to see this. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys made it this far into the video, let me know if you want to see how I made Raiden. I'm still editing him a bit. That's why I haven't shared him yet. I feel like I'm missing something with him. I'm very happy with his face, but that'll be on another video, guys. But that was my Jetstream Sam tutorial video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me some feedback. Hit me up on Twitter and show me some love because you guys already showed me so much, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Guys, subscribe if you haven't. I will do more. A lot more. Trust me. Thank you very much, everyone. But as always, peace.